We're so glad you could be here for this totally jam-packed episode of The Broadway Show. I'm Tamsin Fidel. Phantom of the Opera is Broadway's longest-running musical, but Andrew Lloyd Webber's masterpiece is making history once again. Here's Paul Wontorek with the story.
Thanks, Tamsin. These angels of music are sharing an iconic Broadway part. Meghan Picerno is once again Christine Daaé in The Phantom of the Opera, joined by newcomer Emilie Kouatchou as an alternate in the role, making her the first Black actress to play the part on Broadway. I met up with the talented ladies at the Renaissance Hotel's Art Lounge.
Sing, my angel of music!
Meghan, let me start with you.
Okay.
You were performing in Phantom
Yes.
when Broadway shut down.
Yes.
So you've been without Christine Daaé, wishing you were somehow here again.
Yes.
She is. How does it feel?
It's a little surreal. I'm like cautiously positive about everything. I don't want to
Yes.
get too excited yet, but it feels amazing. I mean, we're making history.
Yeah.
Team Christine is making history right now,
Team
and
Christine.
we are historically returning. I mean, Phantom's never been shut down like this before, so it's quite a time to be alive, and it's amazing to be back. I'm gonna cry a lot.
There is a Team Christine. That is a thing. There are a lot of
It is a
amazing
thing.
actresses who have played this role, Christine Daaé in Phantom of the Opera. How does it feel to be joining their ranks, joining the club?
I mean, it's surreal. I feel so grateful. This has been like a dream of mine for a long time. It's actually the first show I ever saw on Broadway, so this is kind of full circle for me, and it's special because I get to step into this role as the first Black woman to play it. I'm honored that it's me. I'm honored that I get to carry on this legacy of this iconic role. Yeah, and I just feel great. I feel really good.
You were a young girl when you saw Phantom of the Opera, when you were talking about. When you see Christine Daaé on stage, do you immediately think, that's the role I should play?
When I first saw it from the nosebleed seat, so I didn't see anything. At that point, it was just like, it was more of a feeling of this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. When it became clear to me that Christine was something that I could handle was in college, and I remember one of the casting directors for Phantom came to our school. We had meetings with him, and I was like, I want to play Christine on Broadway. And at that point, he was like, okay, sure. I've gotten already a few messages from girls who are younger than me who are like, I'm coming to see Phantom because of you. And like, that's really special for me because, I mean, I just think that theater should be for everyone.
Meghan, you came at this role a little differently. You came really more from the opera world, right?
Yeah, and because of Hal Prince, actually. So you probably saw Phantom before I did, because I was doing Candide at New York City Opera, and he was my director, and he was like, "Have you ever seen Phantom?" And I was like, I saw the movie, but I was like, no, I haven't, and that was 4 years ago, so.
What I think has been really interesting for me as a fan of this show, PHAN, is watching different actresses take on this role over time. And I feel like it used to be cast with very classic ingenue soprano ladies. And over the years, I've seen much more women with so many different flavors taking on this part, which is what's so awesome about it.
Our resident director actually talks about this a lot. He was very specific about me not putting on any airs that I don't need to, that many preconceived notions of who a woman was back in that time.
Right.
I am me, I am Emilie playing this role. I can be grounded in who I am. I can speak like how I speak. I really love that the growth in this show in that way. I really love that I can just be myself in Christine. I don't have to play Christine.
This role has always been split between two actresses since it first opened on Broadway. So you do 6 shows a week, and you do 2 shows a week, and you share the same dressing room. So are there how does that work? I mean, you've been through this before. Are there certain rules about the space?
It is definitely a Team Christine. So I had never replaced ever before in my life, and I was very lucky that my alternate at the time, Erin LaCroix, was just the sweetest, and she like took all her stuff down. She's like, "Girl, this is your dressing room. We'll share this and that." It has been cleaned, but you should know that usually it's like a fairy threw up in my room.
Okay. I like fairies.
Unicorn and lots of lights. Seth is our resident director and always comes in and he's like, oh my God, there's more in here. I'll try to keep it, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'm a changed person post-pandemic.